in perspective of like you're looking right down the shaft.
Or it looks
You're
like
looking down the barrel.
It looks like Kirby. It looks like Kirby. These are his red shoes, right? And then this is the body.
I never realized how much Kirby just looks like looking down the barrel of a dick.
Right.
It is pink and soft.
Yeah,
Kirby's
looks pretty chilling at the middle.
Kirby's really into sounding. He sucks in everything.
I hate the words you just said so much. Meeper, are you back to autumn? I forgot.
No, it's summer right now.
Okay. Let me scooch my microphone a little bit closer. Recap time. Last time, you guys finished the fight, the battle at the big bridge, where you got a little bit of backstory as to why Agden is the way he is and how he is cursed to never be able to take off his scarf as a punishment for his past deeds while Zabilna was still in charge of Prismere. You were bade to go to Downfall by what's his name? Bernard, the rabbit who stole your snail, but it was technically his snail, so he was just stealing it back.
Wrong.
Yeah, okay.
It's nobody's snail because it's a living being and it can't be owned by anybody.
There were a couple of pretty meaningless encounters on your way to Downfall. It was a relatively short session because most of it did consist of you guys almost dying to a bunch of Harengon snipers. You guys made your way to the northwest and you finally made it to Downfall. And as the fog clears and you pull up on the river along the bank, you see two little rowboats, each housing two shoddily dressed like peasants, bullywugs, as if to welcome you to their town. And I believe I had Cassie roll a whiz save to see if she would be scared, and she rolled what looks like a 13, and that's where we ended the sesh.
Are we supposed to be long rested right now?
You are long rested. You guys got here after a long rest.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are coming up the path, wading through shallow muck and water until the coastline dries up a little bit and you're able to step onto more dry land. And you see the four aforementioned bullywugs come and greet you. Welcome to Downfall, travelers.
Can you mark where we are, please?
I have the party right hither.
Oh, okay.
You hold shift and ping.
Yeah, I'll move you guys here onto to more better contrast it.
Can we also just maybe get our tokens out now that we're on the map? Or?
You know what? That's
absolutely.
Actually, I think that's probably a better idea. Baba Booey.
I don't know why my VPN hates fucking Foundry. I don't know what it is.
Why are you rocking a VPN?
There we go.
Because we live in Florida.
Oh! You fucking loser. I'm kidding.
There's a joke there that I didn't get, but...
Well, right, it's also because I talk a lot of shit on the government.
I can relate to that. I don't have a VPN, but I'll say some shit right now. We're also streaming those, I should.
If you guys start saying slurs, I swear to God.
Is comparing the current president to Chester Cheeto, is that a slur?
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if I'm
That's
streaming or
true.
not. I am not a fan of Donald Trump. I fucking hate Donald Trump. I'm live on YouTube saying that I hate Donald Trump.
In front of no one.
In front of, last time, 30 people.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
Oh wow.
Charles was
That's
home last
actually-
time and posted your thing on like some of his places that he hangs out in.
Oh, that's cool.
But he's not home this time to do that. So.
It's no big deal. I don't really advertise it anywhere, so it's not really.
Can you
Yeah.
unpause the board?
Yes.
I'll do it.
Yes.
Okay, I lied. The last session of Witchlight has 2 views, but episode 7 has 34 views, and episode 1 of Ghosts of Saltmarsh has 33. I just thought you'd like.
When we arrive in town, can Scritch be like full like leg over either shoulder piggyback riding on Lavana? If Lavana's cool with it.
Sure.
As long as you don't
Cool.
piss.
I don't know. I don't know what anime you think this is.
I'm making
but
a
no.
joke because Catherine was. Remember, I told you the story that Catherine was stupidly high, and I hoisted her up on my shoulders to get a star fruit, and then she pissed on my neck.
That's like a kink on some forums, Loki. That's like a thing.
Except it was the exact opposite for me. I had to go home and take a shower and do laundry.
You never wash those clothes. Let's be serious here. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
If there's one thing in this world that I can deal with a lot of kinks, but if there's one thing in this world that really, really gets me the wrong way is piss. Or
No,
and,
it's funny.
and scat. Bodily fluids that aren't meant yuck.
Scat man.
What, babe?
Catherine has never pissed on me. You're like you like.
You sound so defeated.
I know.
I-
Was the one who asked me for a blumpkin on a weekly.
Because it's funny, not because I want one.
Does anybody here not know what a Blumpkin is? I'm just curious, really quick. Does anyone here not know?
Who's the most innocent of us?
You?
What?
No,
Meeper.
I like how Cassie immediately was like, "No, it's not Tommy.
Me-
It's not Tommy."
Meeper,
it's
do you know-
definitely not Tommy.
Meeper, do you know what a
No.
Meeper, do you know what a Blumpkin
Tommy
is?
is fuck 2 people here.
No fucking idea what that is.
It's where you receive a blowjob while taking a shit on a toilet.
Ew.
Yeah,
It is repulsive.
but it has the funniest name. I don't know
So
whose idea it was to call it that, but they deserve a medal.
If I'm
Is there
ever
a
like,
special name for one if you get one during D&D?
well, there's a word.
Wow.
There is a word if you get a blowjob while playing video games and you're like in a call with friends. It's called Pac-Manning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
that
funny.
happened. I don't think Tommy remembers, but
If I'm ever like in the bathroom on the toilet, like not feeling well, like I'm like sick, Charles will always come and knock on the door, like, "Are you okay?" And I'll always say to him, "Can you come hold my hand?" And then he'll say yes, but then I'll be like, "Go away, I'm just joking."
What
I just want to hear you say that you would do it.
What don't I remember? Out of curiosity.
it's something that happened like early
Please.
D&D.
Please.
How early?
Oh.
Like years ago? D&D back when I still lived with
Like-
Caleb.
Oh, like years ago.
Is this before Meeper transitioned, or?
It was, yeah. I believe it was before I was out, actually.
Oh, so like 2019.
It's like the 5th session of Blood Crisis.
It was
Did
it
y'all-
was Blood Crisis.
Did y'all
Yeah, it
fuck
was
while
Blood
playing
Crisis.
D&D or something? Is there something?
Not. You're on the right track, but not.
What the
fucking
hell?
on.
Two.
You are.
Yeah.
You
fuck?
you went down on me during D&D.
Is that all
Catherine?
you're talking about?
Yeah.
Catherine's getting so
my
high
God.
pitched. Catherine's getting so high pitched at some parts that like she's getting cut off. She's just saying, "Oh my," and then she's just getting cut off every like 5th word.
What is so special about getting a blowjob during D&D? It's like every
Nothing.
fucking month.
Absolutely nothing special about it.
It was just really funny because, like, we were, playing like normal. Cassie was quiet, and then she just like came back breathing loud and like kind of giggly. And I thought to
God.
myself, huh, surely not, right? Huh. And then I think somebody, I think it was either me or ISO, made like a joke mentioning it, like, months later. Cassie was like, "Oh yeah, no, that actually did happen," and I was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
That giggliness you mentioned, there's a word for that. It's the glow. She had the glow, right?
Well,
I'm
she
learning.
was shining real bright that night. Let's just say that.
Learning a lot of words today. Pac-Man,
Glow.
fucking glow.
You've ever heard of like the glow? Like if you're
I
like
mean, it makes sense.
if you're friends with a girl, right? And like the girl, like the next like you see her one day and she's looking like extra happy and her hair's a little messed up, maybe. It's like, oh, you got that glow. That's just a fancy way of saying you look like you've been fucked. Like it's just a
It's
nice
the
way of
same
saying
thing when
it.
a woman is pregnant.
You've heard that before too, right? The glow, Catherine?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This glow about you.
I mean, it makes sense. I just never thought about it in a sexual context.
Scritch wants to check the pockets of the frog people, so Scritch is going to attempt to ratatouille from the top of Levana's shoulders.
1 second.
Roll for
From the
that,
top
too.
rope.
I'm gonna like try and like steer.
1 second. I regret to inform you that they don't have pockets.
Oh my god.
Also, Levana's wearing a hat as to never be ratatouilleed.
Like I
Never
see
again.
I see your picture, and 80% of your hair is accessible are on the sides of the hat. But sure,
I want to let you
never
know.
again.
I want to let you know that this isn't really what the bullywugs look like, but I will say they don't have pockets. For some reason, even though I'm using plutonium, the only thing I even imported the monster manual like an hour before this started because I could have sworn I had done it before, but I guess not, because bullywugs are in the monster manual, but they weren't on my creatures list when I hit search. So I typed in bullywug. It's not there again. So all that's there is bullywug knight and bullywug royal. Oh, and bullywug warrior.
I like these bullywugs. They look queer, and I like it.
These guys are adorable.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Scritch, you go to search for pockets.
I mean, I'm saying I'm just sort of excited and gently tugging on hair is all I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing or not. I'm not jumping off Levana's shoulders though to go check. So if she doesn't go over, I'm not checking pockets.
I'm trying to think of what's a good frog voice to give these guys.
Something deep and throaty.
That voice you could do where you suck in while talking, you know? Hello there.
I would never. It's too much. It's too much, and I hate it.
Mimic like a really like fat person.
do Mr. Primewater from Saltmarsh.
I'm saving that. I'm not doing Mr. Primewater. I'm gonna be doing. Okay. I swear to God, we are gonna play D&D, but I have to find a clip.
Make him like a Brooklyn rapper.
What I do to play Mr. Primewater is I just imagine I'm Jabba the Hutt, and so like every 4 words, I will interject with either a puff of the cigar or with a yes, sir. Just passive moans because I'm just a fat fuck.
I have to stop streaming desktop audio for just a sec so that it doesn't
fuck Fridays.
So it doesn't pick up.
Fat fuck Fridays. You don't have to explain to us your fucking process, dude. Just do it.
Process.
Fat fuck Friday.
That's what
Yeah.
Frog
he
fear.
talks like this, and he's just he just is existing.
Fat
All right,
Friday.
I'm gonna put a video in Witchlight General. Listen to this fucking guy's voice. I started it at the 46
Oh,
second
flushed
mark.
away.
Yeah, the toad guy. He he's played by the legendary Ian McKellen.
He does
Oh,
sound a
God.
lot like Prime Water, minus the like pausing and like cigar stuff that I do for him, but the voice is very similar.
I don't want him to sound too fat. I want him.
That's a good voice for the frog.
Yeah.
I want him.
I had forgotten Flushed Away exists.
It's such an underrated movie. I don't know why it
I-
gets so much hate.
Video.
I remember it being pretty good.
It's because
Yeah, I think I saw it in theaters like
Right.
twice.
they went from making this movie straight into Over the Hedge, and Over the Hedge was such a meme fest that
Over the
no one
Hedge?
talked-
Over the
Over
Hedge
the Hedge
is
sucks.
Oh,
Over the sedge. Over the hedge.
Over the
was
sedge?
amazing.
yeah, Over the
Well,
Over
Sedge
the
is
Hedge
bad.
sucked.
Cassie.
Oh,
It was
Going-
great.
So going from the thing is like so going from
I
so if you
didn't
look
like
at-
it.
in Flushed Away, animation style wise, they look like they're obviously it's not it's animated, it's not claymation, but it looks like claymation, like that's intentional. But then the next movie was Over the Hedge, and they just went full animation with it, and you ended up with all those memes like it's like the B movie, because I think the B movie came out after Over the Hedge as well, and it's like the humans look terrifying and all the proportions are weird. And people made all these memes about it.
I fucking love Over the Hedge.
Yeah, I think that you loved it when you were a kid, but if you watched it now, you'd probably hate
The
it.
last time I watched
I
Over the Hedge
liked it as a kid.
was like a few months ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're all sassy about it.
She
Because
goes
look
out.
Over the Hedge.
She goes out and watches Over the Hedge with other women.
Fine.
Could you imagine me leaving the house, babe?
Over the
really.
Hedge.
Yeah. I go over the hedge to watch
Mm.
Over the Hedge.
With your 20 boyfriends and 13 girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
I want
From the
20 boyfriends.
From Lavana's shoulders, Scritch is gonna give a gentle little kick to Summer to go talk to the frog people and initiate contact.
Well, the bullywugs already initiated contact.
Summer turns to look at you and gives you just a death glare. What did the bullywug say?
Welcome to Downfall. Greetings, travelers, and welcome to Downfall. I don't
know if I'm gonna
be
able to keep this up the entire session.
It's really good. You got this.
You sound like that guy from Rick and Morty.
Yes!
Toxic
Yes!
episode?
Yes!
Yeah.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
What?
Do us all a favor and do this. Go swallow.
Ahem. Ahem.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see here. What are we even here for? Did the Harrigan Brigand, I forget his name,
Bernard.
say where to meet him at? Bernard?
No, he did
We-
not, because I did not think that far ahead.
We came here because we followed the snail dude here. This is where he said he was going.
Yeah, that's Bernard.
Oh.
I thought it was Wo Chien.
Wo Chien's the name of the snail. Bernard is the name of the Harangon brigand who deserted.
And stole Wo Chien. Right. Yeah, I finished.
Because of the cinder blocks.
Finished giving Scritch the fucking death glare. And I turn to these ribbit reels and say, yeah, we're here for a bunny looking fella. And I kind of like move to the side and point towards Scritch over my shoulder. But like they're on a big snail that they sort of like stole from us. Fucker.
When you point at Scritch, Scritch looks over his shoulder because he doesn't know who you're pointing at. Scritch looks behind him because he doesn't know.
I am trying to find a place in Downfall that is, at the very least, analogous to an inn.
Scritch is gonna start braiding Livana's hair.
Please don't do that.
Thing Scritch definitely knows how to do.
Huh.
He does. What do you mean? He's very artistic.
I think you mean autistic.
Yeah, there it is. Do you remember when he did the tickets and he unfolded them and it's like the row of ducks or whatever?
Oh yeah.
If Livana tells him to stop, he stops braiding.
Yeah, I do, but like gentle parenting, like
No,
kind of
no,
way.
no, Scritch.
Yeah, not like a mean way.
I will say, one of these buildings here, there's so many shitty buildings here. I'll say one of them is some kind of inn. But real quick, let me take a look at the other ones real fast, just so that I can see.
The Mickey Mouse house is full of just destroyed furniture. And this one over here, this looks like kind of an inn. It's got like cushion. This looks like an inn, hella, honestly. It's got a pool and it's got like rooms full of cushions and padding. The
Which
the
one
building
are
that looks like a paw.
that is already something else.
Oh, okay. Well, I tried to help. I'm done.
Nope, not that. Definitely not that.
Is this house supposed to be on fire? Do we see that from where we are?
You guys do see, actually, you guys are still a little ways out of the city. It seems like these bullywugs were just kind of out for a boat ride. They weren't necessarily coming to greet you or anything. You're still basically at the mouth of the city. If you want to like see if anything's out of place, I would ask that you make a perception check. And that goes for anybody who wants to know anything. With a 14, yeah, you can see smoke sort of drifting over from this general direction. I'll say that there's a building here that isn't labeled on the map the way D&D maps are with the A1, A2, A3s and all that shit. It's there, but it's not there on the map. And it is an inn of sorts. And there was a rabbit guy who came in a couple of days ago. He was riding a snail. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, that'd be him.
Oh, he's probably over at the I need a name for an inn.
Is there supposed to be music?
Oh, fuck! He's over at the Croak and Dagger.
That's a good fucking
It
name.
came-
That's
it
really good.
It came
Good
to
job.
me. It came to me like a seizure.
No way.
The Croak and Dagger. Oh,
Like
that's so
like-
good.
Joke
Like,
about getting seizures, Tommy.
Cloak and dagger,
Yeah.
cloak and dagger.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It hit me like a freight train in the back of the skull.
You made me have a seizure.
I haven't
That
had a seizure in over
brilliant.
In
2 years.
Pelly,
Hey.
Actually, I think it's
That's
3 now.
That's
Plug?
fantastic.
The last one I had was in
In-
2022 sometime, and it hasn't probably hasn't been a full 3 years.
Did you get your Seizures Anonymous chip? Don't abbreviate that.
Cassie, what are you? Oh yeah, sure. You know that's a good place for the inn.
In Pelly Gang, we're gonna go to an inn one of these days, and it's gonna be Cloak and what are the dark dwarves called? Dunger, Cloak and
Duergar.
Dunger, Cloak and Duergar,
Wager.
Dwager. Yeah, there you go, Cloak and Dwager.
Croak and Dagger. That's really fucking good.
It is
That's
good.
really fucking good. You deserve
How do you
Cardiff
how do you
inspiration for
draw
that.
things? I'm jealous. I didn't even know we could do that.
You can't.
I'm watching it happen.
Do you like my art? I signed it. You if you click the little pencil and then the squiggly line, you can draw.
You want 2 slices?
Just one, please.
How do I erase?
You have to highlight it and then hit delete. It's really stupid.
Huh.
There we go.
Me,
Wow.
Meeper did exactly what I was trying to do, by the way.
The croak and dag. Oh, that's so good. How?
Can it be one of those? Can it be? You know that place that they go to the beginning of the third Pirates movie, and it's like all full of baths and like steam and stuff. Can it be like a bath?
Stinky swamp bath.
Well, they're frogs. It would make sense. That's all I'm saying.
I need to make sure that's not already taken because that's pretty genius, and I want to make sure that was the Tommy original.
Cloak and Dagger, or Croak and Dagger. I mean,
If you look it up, you're gonna find something and you're gonna be disappointed. Just enjoy the high. It's fine. We're friends.
you came up with it naturally on the spot without looking it up, so you already get the
Yeah.
credit from us.
Fix that.
I hope you guys don't mind if I use the inn at the end of the road map for the Croak and Dagger.
Literally don't care.
We're going to the Waffle House again.
Yes, but this time it's just a generic inn on the inside.
Yeah.
Imagine it's all swamp themed though. How is Lavana feeling right now, by the way?
Not great.
Now, is she afraid of frogs, or can she differentiate between like a humanoid frog person and a frog?
Well, okay, I'll put it this way. If take your worst fear and then make it the same size as you and make it humanoid to like an uncanny valley point.
I can't take the concept of homelessness and anthropomorphize it.
I'm just not creative enough.
Cassie,
I'm just saying, like this.
Would
like
Lavana
this-
want to hold Scritch in front of her like a teddy bear, like a companion,
More
like a support
shield.
a support animal?
I feel like she'd be more of like just like a nervous, like shaking mess.
Well, you have your emotional support, Scritch.
But yeah, so it's like take my worst fear and then make it even more like horrible, basically.
Scritch notices that you're shaking and upset, and he's gonna reach around your head to try and offer you some more pocket bacon.
That's very kind, but not now.
You hear munching behind your head. Scritch is eating it.
I'm gonna like hang back like just like a couple feet. It's like back here.
Well, is it real bacon or is that soy shit?
Not mean to do that. Did you see what I just did, Beaver?
Multiple days old room temperature bacon.
That's how bacon be working. I don't know why y'all are laughing at
It
that.
stays good for 2 hours.
Not if you dry it out. It'd be fine.
For the record, we don't
Bacon jerky.
we don't use soy products
In the
here
humid
in the
climate.
Feywild. We view soy as extremely unethical due to the fact that soybeans in this plane of existence are very sentient.
But meat
They're also
isn't.
full of estrogen.
Scritch would like to order some avocado toast, please.
Avocado.
Well, we don't have any avocado toast. We're just 4 guys hanging out, going on a boat trip. You're gonna have to go to the inn for that.
4 guys. Our bodies are strong, but our bond is stronger.
Yeah, that.
4 guys in a river, 5 feet apart because they're not.
Oh no. We're also a pretty
Single-gendered species.
we're also a pretty vigorously active polycule. This is actually a sexual thing. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
I mean,
Especially-
if I could change genders.
I was gonna say, like, frogs are sexually dimorphic, so
Not us. We as a species maybe, but us, we're dudes. 4 dudes.
I was about to say the term would be demi-gendered, right? They're not transgender; they're demi-gendered. Like they don't change back and forth randomly; they change back and forth as the need requires.
well, like in nature,
yeah,
it's based on in nature, it's based on need.
I've seen Jurassic Park. I know how frogs work.
But yeah, the Croak and Daggers up there to the northeast, just by that big balloon there. And by big balloon, I of course mean he's pointing to this.
Can I whisper to Scritch?
Yeah.
I want to whisper to Scritch, like, can you ask them if there'll be more freeple in the inn?
More what?
Freeple?
You say
Frog
freeple
people?
to Scritch?
Yeah.
Okay. Scritch is gonna ask. Scritch is gonna say. I don't know how to interpret that as Scritch. Scritch is gonna say, "Are there gonna be? What was that again?" And he does that. He says, "What? Like he whispers to you very obviously, like where everyone can hear it. Wait, what was it again?
Freeple.
Freeple? Are there gonna be freeple anywhere else?
You can't say that.
I'm not quite sure what that means. If you're asking if we are free people, I mean, we
I like
live.
how Summer.
The answer's no.
We
Points
live.
at Lorna Blightstraw's house.
I was actually gonna say we're actually living under the tyrannical thumb of an ancient magical hag, so I wouldn't call us free, but we have the illusion of freedom as long as we don't disobey.
Where's the hag's house? Scritch is gonna ask.
Oh, you can't miss it. It's just the biggest, gaudiest building at the dead center up in the sky there. You see
got it.
those
Just down the road.
you see those ropes that are hanging from these bastion looking things? Well, those are actually gondola lines that lead right up to her home.
Summer already crossed the river, but I was gonna say it looks like to get to the place, to get to the bar, we have to go all. If we don't want to go in water, we have to go all the way around.
No, listen. I neglected to mention that you're supposed to enter Downfall by boat. That's my bad.
Okay.
That's my bad. So I'm just
What is
retconning
why?
that there's a wooden bridge in the style of like Venice, not Venice. What's the name of that watery place in Italy? Is
Venice.
it
You
Venice?
could
Is it
just-
Venice? Okay.
Venice.
And then, you know
You
how
could just say that this water's
It's
shallow
lower.
right here.
no, there's a wooden bridge going across it.
Well, me and my bros here are gonna go back to gently coasting along elliptical orbit around the swamp river here. You guys have a good day.
Gonna go back to being lazy in this river.
Yeah, that also makes sense.
We should name it that. We should name this the Lazy River.
No.
More like the crazy river.
Okay.
Do you cross the water, Lavana?
No, she's a headless horseman. She can't cross
So-
over bridges.
So the bullywugs are leaving.
Yeah.
Okay. I turn to Scritch and I'm like, do you think there'll be more of them?
People?
Not to be insensitive, but freaks of nature.
Jesus.
This is a line of dialogue I've never imagined Scritch having, by the
Oh,
way. So
man.
this is fully
You-
catching me off guard.
You hear from the distance.
You're already gone. They're already gone.
No, you hear a slight from the distance.
Oh man, living under the constant threat of being murdered by a hag is it's pretty bad. There's one thing I could say about Downfall is it's extremely tolerant to other people and their cultures.
Scritch is gonna respond to Lavana and be like, "Am I a freak in nature? Am I? No, actually,
Yes.
he'll say, "Am I a nature a freak?"
Yes, but in a good way.
I wouldn't know how to take that either.
Everything that gets said to Scritch, I have to try to imagine it through the eyes of an autistic, crazy child, and some things I'm just like, I have no fucking clue.
Try to imagine.
What are you trying to say about me?
You're an autistic crazy child. I'm kidding, of course, for fuck's sake.
I know. I'm laughing.
Yeah. Cry laughing.
I'm just taking extra ADHD pills now. I'm just like, oh, I must be normal. Where's my Ritalin? Do we cross the bridge yet?
That's up to you.
Yeah. Well, I do wait until those things are far away.
Cass
I
is doing
understand now why it's
Guess-
called. I understand why it's called like homophobia.
I was about to
'Cause
say,
you-
you're doing a really good example of how hatred starts. It starts with fear. Like,
Yeah. I don't. Lavana, generally speaking, has like respect for all living things. It's just these things really creep her out. It's like if a spider was a person.
I know what we'll do, Levy. We'll build a wall around you to keep them out, and we'll make them pay for it.
If the spider was a person.
Beef, are you laughing because of Zan?
Yeah.
Next session, Zan's gonna be joining, and Zan's playing a spider person.
Well, as long as we're not a frog.
If I'd known about your
Frog.
if I'd known about your frog fear when I was helping her come up with a character, I would have heavily suggested she be a frog person.
Mm.
It would have been good for Lavana.
Wait,
Right.
Tommy,
Yes.
did you make that border out of a wall instead of just drawing it?
No, I didn't make that border at all. So let me show you what happens whenever I click on the text maker. It just creates the border. It just does that.
Yeah. You have to go into its settings and set the stroke outline to be invisible.
Are these regular frogs? Like just like your normal size toads hopping around?
No, actually, those are giant frogs, and you actually, as you guys are passing by and making your way to the Croak and Dagger, you see up on top of the giant balloon is a bullywug patching up holes in the balloon itself, and a bullywug down below holding a ladder steady. And they are guarded by 3 giant frogs, regular ass giant frogs.
Regular ass, but giant frogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Giant.
When I chose my fear, I did not know that this campaign would have so many frogs in it.
I know. I didn't want to be an asshole about it. I wanted to give you that creative freedom, but I feel like I could have done more to let you know that might be a bad idea.
It's fine. It's fun.
It's not too late. I could make it so
a
magical fog enters your nostrils and makes you not afraid of frogs anymore, but makes you horribly afraid of something else of your mind, of your decision.
You know, I actually have a really good idea. As Lavana walks like along this path to head to the bar, as we go past like frogs and stuff, Gritch is just gonna reach around and cover her eyes with his hands, and just guide her and tell her where to go, and like steer. But that way she doesn't have to see the frog people.
You know, that might not be a terrible idea. I accept.
You're getting ratatouille.
Scritch does
Oh my
that.
god, you're getting ratatouille!
Voluntarily.
Whenever you perform extra well and you like do a good turn or you stop exactly how Scritch wants you to stop, Scritch just pats your head like good, and then he holds his palm up to your mouth and it's more pocket bacon, and it's just like good Lavana.
Oh my god.
I felt that, by the way. You resisting saying "good girl." It took every bone in your body not to say it.
That was a step too far from me. I was like, I'm not gonna go that far with it. The joke that's too far for that joke.
Yeah, but
Tommy fucking did. Jesus.
Yeah, Tommy, he didn't give a fuck.
What do you take me for?
Somebody who calls their friends good girls because they said eat my ass.
I like I like that we live in a day and age where Tommy referring to you as a good girl is the sexy kinky thing, not the part where Tommy made it clear that he is willing to lick your ass.
I want to make it explicitly clear that I'm not willing to lick anybody's ass ever.
We have it in writing that you are willing, so you know.
Only because I know.
Without getting your ass licked.
Only because I know Cassie would never ask like a good girl.
Do it, Cassie. Call his bluff.
She was frozen in place.
No matter what I say, I can't say anything one way or another.
All right, we're in the bar. What's the bar look like? Do we have an interior for the bar yet? What are we doing?
Fuck! I'm on the wrong tab. I am on.
Is there a
Firefox.
giant? Is there a giant snail outside the bar?
Yeah.
Yes, Wu Qian is there, sitting tethered to the signpost that reads "The Croak and Dagger" in big, fun, fairy cursive. Now let me find the inn at the end of the road map so I can load you fuckers in.
I pull out a wrench and spanner and get ready to take that catalytic converter, baby.
Bam! You guys are here now. Inside.
Still loading.
It is a relatively simple inn. It's more of an open floor plan. You guys can. I have the hiccups now, motherfucker.
Oh my god, Autumn's back.
I have become as Autumn.
Autumn has died.
Oh,
Where's Summer? There's Summer. Oh, and there's Voyage. Voyage exists.
Yep. Voyage.
is Summer good to her dog, or is she like kind of borderline abusive?
No, she's not abusive to the puppy.
I would imagine all 4 seasons love Voyage.
Yes.
Okay, because if they didn't, I would have some words.
If Scritch witnesses Voyage go up to you and be like, you know, like a dog, and you just be like, "Oh, he's a good boy," like you showing affection, the next time Scritch interacts with Summer, he's just gonna try and do what the dog. Scritch is gonna like just start panting and just try to be a good boy.
No. Like, in the morning when Voyage came up to her, she would just kind of get on one knee and then like scratch on his head and under his chin, and then just kind of stand up and snap her fingers and get walking.
No, I steer Lavana safely into the building. Is there a bullywog running the place?
There is there is a bullywug running the place, but you don't only see bullywug in here. You see all sorts of fey creatures, because I have made the executive decision that this is actually the most popular bar in Hither.
This place looks really familiar.
All you see is darkness.
Like, I feel like I've seen this before.
All you see is darkness. My hands are on your eyes.
You hear the gentle echo of Campbell.
Feels
God.
darkness.
You hear the
It's imprisoning you.
You hear the gentle echo of Campbell the soup cow farmer echoing in the back of your mind. He's not here.
Lavana wants
to... I just milk him.
I'm so hungry.
Lavana wants to see like the place, so she like kind of pulls my hands away, sees there's a bullywug, freaks out. I immediately cover her eyes again.
It's adorable.
Hello, welcome. My name's Ren. Welcome to the Croak and Dagger. What can I get you guys?
I love that he's
Australian.
vaguely Australian.
That's the accent I went with.
You know Robert Irwin?
No,
What's-
Catherine, I'm the
what's-
one person in America that doesn't know who Robert Irwin is.
What's the name of
He
the
was from
Australian
Texas,
dude in DBZ Abridged?
Oh,
Jace.
Jace.
Do Jace. Just do Jace for the voice, seriously.
I'm not gonna do Jace.
Jeez.
Bugger me.
Australia.
I'm not really super good at an Australian accent. But if it comes out Australian-ish, I'm happy.
Oh, blind.
Scritch is going to attempt to order a platter of bacon. He's going to try to hand the Wren from Lavana's shoulders. Scritch is going to try and hand a stack of Witchlight tickets.
Oh, Jesus Christ. A stack of Witchlight tickets?
Yeah.
I mean, well, we don't really accept material plane currency here, but I mean, one trinket each for the food and the night if you want to stay.
Do you want to stay here? Scritch is going to ask Lavana.
Fuck no, I whisper.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured. Scritch is gonna offer up a trinket, I guess, to get food.
All right.
Just one. Is it one trinket for one meal each, or is it like? Because we're not gonna spend the night here, so is it just one trinket for us to all get some food?
Since you guys gave me such shit last time, it's one trinket.
I didn't give you shit.
Cassie did.
I was giving the NPC shit. I wasn't giving you. I was just fucking with her.
You were fucking with me too, because out of character I was saying, no, you don't get it. You're like, yeah, I totally get it. It was you were just you were being
Well, okay, because it's not a free breakfast if I paid for it. I'm just saying that. Like,
Jeez.
you
if
paid.
I paid for the room, then everything that comes with the room is under the cost of the room.
That situation where you're saying that to the lady that runs the place is like one of the situations where some random guy off to the side comes up behind you and taps you on the shoulder, like, "Ma'am, you're causing a disturbance for the rest of the guests. I'm afraid you're going to have to come with me." Just
Because
It's
of
like
that.
if you're
Because of that, the cost of breakfast, the cost of food for the day, for this meal here, is one trinket, and the cost of the room is another.
Scritch is gonna.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have made God angry.
Scritch will pull out a potato because he's got infinite potatoes now, basically, and he's gonna start munching on it, and he'll hold it up to Lavana to see if she wants a bite.
I like smell it because I don't see what it is. I just smell something, and I'm like,
It's a potato.
right, but it's a potato covered in like pocket lint and like.
No. It's a
It's a raw-
potato.
No.
She has a bag that produces infinite potatoes. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh,
one
well, who
one
takes
a
a bite
day.
out of a potato? Like an apple.
Irish people.
You once did that
Yeah.
to an onion.
I did it for a bit.
Can I point out, Scritch is a fucking rabbit. If anybody would eat raw vegetables, it'd be Scritch.
Yeah, no, it makes sense for you. It doesn't make sense for me.
Anyway,
One of you
Scritch
guys.
holds it up.
One of you guys also has a.
Take off your clothes and graze.
Do you take a bite though?
You know what? I realized that life is a lot easier if I just decide to humor Scritch. So yes.
Yeah,
You get a mouthful of delicious raw potato.
No roll necessary. It's a potato. It's a
Yeah.
normal, standard potato tasting potato.
With eyes, and I eat one of the eyes, and I instantly get poisoned.
Nope, it's a good old no buds, just potato.
It's a russet, just a russet,
No.
potato.
No. It's
I want it to be a russet.
Well, I'm God, so
Look what you've done, Cassie. Called him God, and now
I'm sorry. I have a problem with authority.
okay. Sincerely though, what kind of potatoes do you want it to be? Russet potatoes?
yeah, russets, classic russet potato.
Yeah, but what about those little yellow ones?
It's way funnier if it's a russet potato.
Meeper, what are you doing?
I was checking to see if it was a poisonous potato by Minecraft logic.
Okay.
It was not.
Anyway, I love it when we take very tiny side roleplay things with Scritch and make it into a whole conversation. Is the rabbit dude we're looking for here? Does Summer see him and go murder him?
Yeah, I was gonna say something to the guy, and then you're like, all right, I need to put food in our wizard's mouth now. Yeah, I'd just go up to the desk where the bullywug is at. I'm like, hold on.
Slam to the desk. Where is he?
Yeah, I'm looking for a rabbit fellow, yay high, with the ears. Came in on a snail that's tied out on your sign out there.
Well, I was gonna
Got
say
some words for him.
you're gonna have to be more specific than that because lots of herringon come in here and they all fit the exact same description, aside from that young man over there. But he's right over there. And he points off to what's the biggest place here? Are you guys all just kind of in the lobby area? Are you guys? Yeah, go across the hall. He's in the reading nook.
I didn't think we were taking this map seriously. I thought this was just like theater of the mind tavern kind of thing. Because
Whatever.
honestly, this does not look like a tavern.
Yeah.
I can't really wrap my head around it.
Well,
It feels like a restaurant with one dining room.
this
Mhm.
is a map of the inn at the end of the road that I found at the last minute. Somebody on
If-
Reddit
Yeah,
made it.
I believe you.
Tommy,
I'm
if we
just
go-
saying.
If we go in here, is it just the rabbit guy in there and no one else?
Just pretend that it's an open floor plan. Ignore the walls. Just this is a visual representation of an in-style zone. I
Well, if
feel
it
like
was a wall, it'd be nice because that way I wouldn't have to cover Levana's eyes anymore from the bully mog.
and
You're
here's
getting bully mom.
here's the concept: face away from the bullywug.
Look
Is
at
it
the
the
floor.
only bullywug?
Yeah. The only person in the bar that you can see who is a bullywug is the tavern keep.
You know, actually, Meeper brings up a good point. I could just stare at the floor while I walk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. If we get into combat, by the way, our rolls are just going to reverse because Scritch is going to be huge. I'll just put you on my shoulders.
If we get into combat, I'm going to make Levana roll another wisdom saving throw to see if she can overcome her fear.
Yeah, and
But if she can't, though, I'll just put her on my shoulders and just sort of hang out.
I want to commit to this and like make it. Into,
I'm not
like, a
saying
character
I'm not
thing.
saying permanently.
No, I know.
overcome her
I'm just.
fear. like how
No.
Shadowheart will be able to walk past a wolf every now and again.
Yeah. But you earlier you offered to erase my fear, and I'm like, no, I want to make it into like a character thing.
I appreciate that, but I will say it was mostly a joke. So
Oh,
I
okay.
like how your character's like, I'm afraid of frogs, and my character's like, I'm afraid of beholders.
one of those things has a whole ass reason to be afraid of it. The other one is a beholder.
Yeah, the other one's a silly meatball man.
I just thought it was kind of like funny and ironic that like a
No, it is.
witch
It's great.
is afraid of frogs.
That's a super like awesome like. I can
He's
imagine watching
afraid
an
of
anime.
mustard seeds.
It's like Misty being afraid of bug Pokemon specifically. It's like it fits. I can see it.
Yeah. Thanks.
But then Scritch is afraid of beholders, and you all are just like, wait, Scritch has seen beholders before?
You know what else Misty is afraid of? Commitment.
Boo.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go find the table or whatever that the Harangon is sitting at, and like take a chair and put it backwards toward him, and then sit with that part front facing.
The William Riker sit.
Yeah.
Let me break it
Nice.
down for you, Bernard.
Your mother and I have a very specific relationship. She once took a
full adult size woman shit in my diaper.
God fucking damn it! Why? Why are we bringing this up again? Oh my god! I just have an image of Summer walking into a room, lifting her like fully up and over a chair to sit, like just like Riker from Star Trek: Next Generation, and just listen.
I can't. That phrase has been poisoned for me. I cannot hear. Let me break it down for you anymore.
That is such Gen Z poison. Like that is just so.
Yeah.
God.
Now I'm just watching John Frakes ask you things. Okay.
You're gonna get an opportunity to talk to him for a bit, but as soon as Scritch finally gets in there with Levana, Scritch is like full bot. Remember, Scritch wanted to bury this fucking guy.
Well, far be it from me to stop you. I mean, I have no stake in this.
He stole our snail.
That's I mean,
Again, I cannot stress this enough. It was his snail. You guys are the ones that stole it.
Ownership is 9/10 of the law, and we owned it while we were
Not in Prinsmere! It's literally one of the rules. You guys are so lucky the book doesn't have any guidelines for how to actually enforce the rule of 3.
For the record, if we get attacked by people and we kill them out of self-defense and we decide to spare one, but then we take their mount and use it as our own, is that really stealing in that context?
Yeah,
Because
because the one you left, because it still belongs to the one you left alive.
So if we killed it, it'd be fine if we took it?
Probably, yeah. Are
Morality's
you
weird.
guys gonna turn into murder hobos now and just kill every NPC?
If you force us to, you're the god.
Yeah, well, like morality is weird in the Feywilds, right? Like,
Yeah. Bernard's body suddenly grows and distorts,
becomes
and
a beholder.
you see spikes grow out of his back, and he grows to the size of a mountain. And now Bernard's a Trask. Good luck getting that snail.
Path of the giant over here. This guy's copying me.
Holy fuck! Like, imagine putting a Tarask between your party and a shitty ass snail mount.
The only reason we want the snail
Sounds
so
like
bad.
blood crisis maxing.
The only reason we want the snail so bad is because you gave it some fucking crazy Gen Z weeaboo trash name that we love.
I gave it that. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, you're Gen Z weeaboo trash. I don't know what to tell you.
What's the name
Pokemon
again?
is very weeaboo, you're right.
What's the name again?
Wo-Chien.
Wo-Chien.
Which, by the way,
You
is a
said-
Chinese name, not a Japanese name. So
Yeah.
You said that, and all I could think in my mind was anime.
It's
You're
it's
like-
literally the name of a Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right. What do you say to the guy? Let me break it down to you, Mark. What do you say?
Can I help you, stranger?
Yeah, I just kind of look him in the eyes, and I'm like, "Sup, fucker."
Yeah, sup? I'm sorry, do I know you?
Ah, right. Sorta. But you know them, and I like point over to the fucking miscreants I work with. Uh,
Oh
you
shit!
have
You guys made it.
something that belongs to us.
You guys,
Scritch's eyes lock with the herring gun. You.
you guys
And
made
I
it.
jump from. I'm jumping from Lavana's shoulders, and I'm gonna fucking full body tackle this fucker into the ground.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to restrain him. To be clear, I'm not murdering him.
I mean,
yet.
yeah. Let me find Bernard and put him in here. It'll make this a little easier.
I don't know why, if we had him tied up before, that now that he has since escaped and we have recaptured him, why we wouldn't tie him up again. I don't know why that would have changed. So I'm tackling him.
Well, now you have my vote of support. Fuck this guy.
I don't know why it didn't keep Bernard's fucking Aragon placard, but
Can we move people's tokens into the room?
yeah, you guys move your tokens into the room if you want. I'm looking for a placard for Harangon.
I'm gonna hide behind the books.
I just use it on his shoulders like a springboard, and I just jump. It's like, you ever have a cat sit on you and then he just randomly jumps off of you with all of his back leg muscles? Like, it's like that. Well, anyway, once I restrain him, I'm just holding him for Summer, so Summer can keep talking if she wants.
Well, there's no need to hold on to me like this. I told you guys to meet me here.
Didn't you tell us to meet him here after she like bewitched him? Didn't you like
No,
you did like friends or something on him or some bullshit or
No, I
charmed
just-
him?
She
I
just
just
rolled a
talked to
really
him.
good persuasion check.
Yeah,
Oh,
the-
okay.
the charisma player rolled high charisma. Yeah, I'm going to just sort of stand over him and kind of like use my thigh to bump Scritch off of him.
I guess Scritch begrudgingly lets him go and walks away all sad like.
There we go. Here's Bernard. Here, the table's fine.
Oh, okay.
This is fine.
I release him though because I'm being kicked off of him by Summer.
How'd you guys get past Agden?
He's a pussy. This little fella here managed to spook him out of it, and well, I mean, he might as well, because we probably would have just killed him otherwise.
Listen, I know we just met the other day. Please don't call Agden a pussy. He's not a pussy. He's one of the best men I've ever met, and I know he seems, rough around the edges, but that's because he's had a really hard life.
About the Scritch speaks up about that. He tried to say that he was cursed and that he's got this cursed existence. He's got this whole sad me thing going on. He has to wear a scarf. How is that a curse?
Well, it's not just the scarf. Yeah, he's not. He's
I was blind for 10 years.
He's magically incapable of taking off the scarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also, forced to work. He's, how Phapax are fucking unbreakable. You know that, right? He is forced to work for Bavlorna Blightstraw.
Yeah, that's why I work for no one, baby.
At the drop of a hat, he would kill her if he got the chance to, if he weren't sort of contractually obligated not to.
Still a pussy.
Also,
hero.
wasn't he hanged by his scarf for like 100 years off the top of a giant tree or something?
Yeah, but that was Zybilna. She was doing that as a punishment, and he served his penance, and eventually his buddies came and chopped the tree down, and Bavlorna's the one who pulled the nail out of the tree. See, it wasn't just about the scar. I'm rehashing a backstory you guys probably heard last time.
Yeah, but clearly people don't remember.
So he was hung up by the neck, like dangling, as though he were being punished for some sort of crime, which he was, because he was a thief. Zybilna punished him by nailing him to the top of a giant tree, where he would hang and suffocate all day, every day, forever and ever and ever and ever until the end of time. And then
So he got caught?
yeah, by Zybilna.
Sounds like a pussy to me.
Listen, I know you can kill me, so I'm really not gonna like attack you, but I would really appreciate. Listen, Agden's been like my best friend forever. I would really appreciate it if you would stop with that.
Oh, you're like his best friend?
Yeah, he's my yes.
You know,
Well,
it's funny because when he told us his whole backstory, he never mentioned you. So
I mean, I don't see how that matters. I'm not gonna tell you guys about my here. Let me tell you my whole backstory. Let me tell you my whole backstory, and then you'll see that none of my friends are part of it because they're not relevant to my pain and suffering.
mid sentence, him saying that, Scritch turns his back and goes over with Lavana to just look at books.
Okay.
Scritch fully removes himself from the situation and leaves Summer to handle it.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, don't mind him. He only talks through his eyeballs. The words he says are kind of pointless.
What? He's like manning for Summer and being super supportive of Summer, but Summer's just a bitch. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. I want Autumn back. Or
No.
Spring.
this was like a month and a half ago. I don't remember why Bernard asked you to meet him in Downfall. You rolled a persuasion check for something. I don't remember what it was.
We were basically saying that we really want the snail, and we will find him.
Yeah, we threatened to hunt him down.
Yeah.
That
Although
that can't have been it, because he would not have, even with a persuasion check, I don't think he would have been like...
Well, specifically what Autumn was trying to persuade him on was, she was just saying, look, you know what we can do. We can definitely handle your buddy here. So, you know, why don't you come to the winning side, basically? Or, like, essentially just, like, don't leave. Help us fight. Maybe talk some sense into him.
Okay, so what did you guys want to talk about? I asked,
Well,
you didn't. Oh, right, you didn't kill him, did you? You didn't kill Agden, did you?
We ate him. No, I'm not there. I don't say that.
the small one there really wanted us to, but no, we let him go. He went off to do his own thing after we kind of got what we needed out of him.
All right, so that means that his goons, the rest of the brigands, are gone. That just leaves me. I don't suppose you guys know how to break a curse, do you?
I mean, that's kind of what we're here to figure out.
So, I had this idea for a long time that if we can break the curse holding the scarf in place, and if we can somehow figure out a way to nullify the pact he made with Bavlorna, you know, maybe he would join the fight. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys this in confidence, and I need to make sure that you aren't going to tell a soul. I'm dead serious about this. And
Uh,
that's everybody within earshot. I'm about to tell you something that very few people know about. I am waiting on any kind of indication that you are listening to the words I'm saying.
Meeper?
yeah, sure, whatever.
You little Miss Lavender Hair and the smaller Harangon over there, the itty bitty one. I'm telling you something in abject confidence.
I'm listening.
I should be listening to you.
I mean, okay, listen, I haven't given you guys a reason to trust me necessarily, but it, all I can say until you guys give me your word that you're not gonna tell anybody. All I can say is that I'm not. It's not.
The last Scritch is going to talk. The last time you didn't want to tell us something and you tried to make us promise, I just hurt you until you finally told us. Is that the path you want to take again?
Yes, because this is different.
We're not stupid. We're not going to promise anything in the Feywild. Scritch says that in a much more crazy childlike way. I don't know how to shit a Scritch.
You can listen. You can do what you want to me because this is about morals and this is about something bigger than me and the brigands. This is about something bigger than Agden.
Scritch is gonna reach into his pocket and pull out one of his trinkets, and he's gonna hold it up to the dude, and he's gonna be like, "For the snail."
Are you kidding me? I'm trying to think of the name that he would have given to Wu Qian.
Well, Scritch is gonna say either this is going in your pocket or it's going up your ass in a minute. So you better make a decision here. And it's the chicken foot, by the way.
I'm just take. I don't need anything. Just take the snail, all right?
So you're verbally telling us it's our snail now.
It's your snail now. Just listen. I need you guys to give me your word that you're not gonna fuck me on this because this is really important.
Okay, Scritch is gonna try and sneak away, and just sort of act like he's not involved at all in this, and let them all do it. But Scritch is actually gonna try and listen in, and I'll roll something if you want me to.
Yeah, sure. Roll deception because you're pretending not to listen.
Okay. I have a terrible stat for this, but let's see what happens.
That's actually hey, well, first roll of the session.
Ayo. No, there was a perception check earlier, but yeah. Yep. So there we go. Because I want to hear the shit, but I don't want to Scritch. So.
Well, there's a perception check now, but I have to open up the Harangon.
I got a nat 20 though, so I succeed no matter what, right?
Only if he doesn't roll a nat 20 on his perception check.
Okay.
This is why nat 20s on. I think this is why nat 20s on skill checks is such a contentious topic.
That's not how that works. The nat 20 isn't a guaranteed success.
It depends on the DM, honestly. Usually.
You are not going to believe this.
You did not get a nat fucking 20. No, I don't believe it.
No.
For a second.
No. I revealed to everyone.
Oh, you got a nat 1.
He got a nat 1.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. I'm telling you this in confidence.
So do you two promise then, or?
This isn't some sort of scam. This isn't about any sort of perceived debts Agden or I might have. This isn't about I mean, I really okay. So, fuck it. He's gonna start whispering. Me and Agden have been talking for a long time, and cavorting with the various bullywugs that live here, and we're forming somewhat of a resistance against Bavlorna and her goons. Don't.
You're starting a resistance?
Don't. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something about goons.
No. I was just gonna shout, like, repeat what he said in shock. Like,
Scritch-
really loud.
Scritch from across the room will shout. Scritch is going to shout, "You're starting a pestilence?"
That's fucked up, man. You can't do that.
Listen, Bavlorna isn't the rightful ruler of Hither. She's not even she's not even supposed to be in charge of Prismere in any capacity. And we are here to, make any kind of attempt to depose her. We don't.
All right,
we don't
so we're
have
pulling
a-
out the guillotines, but in honor of who?
I don't know what that means. We just want Bavlorna gone. We're just a
Yeah. You said that somebody else is supposed to be running this joint. Who?
Who's the correct ruler in charge of this place, if not the hags?
I mean, wait, what?
If the hags aren't the correct
Hold on.
rulers-
Did I say that?
Yeah.
All I said was Zabilna's not supposed to be running this place.
Okay, if
Yeah,
not
so
her,
who
then
is?
who?
Anybody else?
All right, I
You
am
can't
now
Somebody-
King.
expect us to give a shit
somebody-
about your
I-
politics.
I am now King Scritch.
Oh, so it's like a for the people kind of thing. Got it.
I believe in bacon for all people, regardless of race.
Okay. I'm trying to think about how to do this without giving you guys information that you shouldn't have. Well, okay.
I mean, we could just beat it out of you.
I mean, first of all, beating it out of him isn't going to make my brain work better.
Well, you could just
Tommy
reveal
means
things.
that
I know.
there's
I know.
even stuff this guy. Okay.
You gotta visit Tommy IRL and beat Tommy up to make Tommy's brain work better.
Cassie can't beat me up.
Definitely not these days. Are you kidding me? I can barely go up the stairs without losing my breath.
Even your pre-transition days, you couldn't. Beat
I
me
don't know
up.
about that.
I do.
Pre-transition?
No,
I don't know
no.
about that, buddy.
I'm 100%
Feel
sure I
little
could kick your
scared.
ass no matter what era.
No matter what era.
Yeah.
Tommy's getting into a dick measuring contest with a trans girl online.
That's true. That's kind of sad.
You know what's funny? I can end this right now. Cassie's dick is bigger than mine, guaranteed.
I can end this right now too. The trans girl has more nuts than you.
That's
I'm gonna have to.
Isn't
I'm gonna throw
objective
this out
truth.
there. I don't know about Meeper, but if what you said about Cassie is true, I wasn't going to say this, but I have a big fucking dick too. I'm probably bigger than you too, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I don't have a need for validation of the size of my penis. What do I care? You see me
I
out
just
here-
zoomed out for the first time and saw the stuff you're doing over here, Cassie.
Do you guys see me driving a Hummer or a loud sports car everywhere? Or voting for Donald
No.
Is
Trump?
your Facebook profile you with a baseball cap and sunglasses on in a truck?
Do you see me voting for Donald Trump? No, I have an average size penis, so.
I'm a savage. Penis size average.
Maybe even below average, but who cares?
So Scritch is gonna turn
Alright.
to Summer and Lavana. Are we gonna go kill the hag in this town? Like, is that why we're here?
Well, I don't think the reason I'm starting a resistance is because I don't think any individuals are going to be that much of a threat. Even I don't think you guys are going to be that much of a threat against her.
Scritch is
Yeah,
gonna pull
I
out
mean-
Scritch will pull out his monster manual and check really quick what the CR is on a hag.
Rich grows back one of his eyes as it bulges out of his skull and then falls on the floor again. Holy shit!
You know, for using a mouse, that's not bad.
Is it?
Like, for using a fucking mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of, hot as shit around, but even I know, something's fucky going on when you can peer into the dreams, especially my dreams. So, don't really want to mess with her on my own. So, where are these, freedom folk?
I'm sorry, hold on.
On another note, I've looked up every hag there is, and the strongest one is a CR7. But honestly, we could maybe handle it. That's meta, so ignore that.
Oh my god. That's unbelievable. I have made a grievous mistake.
Pog?
One that is going to, because of my need to create a dramatic moment at the Interdimensional Waffle House, I have altered the course of this campaign in a way that might not be able to be repaired.
What the hell is
Nice.
salami? Okay.
I'm going to say, I'm going to peel the curtain back a little bit. There's obviously, she has a stat block and HP, and, you can fight Bavlorna. But there's no, section in the book here about what to do in that situation. The book
Could you delete that penis?
The book presumes that you guys are going to parlay with her.
Throwing this out there, there's multiple hags. I assume that the idea is if we do somehow manage to kill one early on, there's always going to be at least one left, and the final one we won't get access to until the very end of the whole campaign anyway. And so, all the bad shit going on in the whole game and all this cult shit and all the bad stuff will still be going on as if we hadn't killed the person we killed, because they're all working together, all the hags, essentially.
Well, that's the thing. Hag covens.
That's my thought.
Hag covens only work together begrudgingly. They hate each other.
There's a creature, by the way, that is 3 hags together, or its picture is 3 hags, and it has a much higher CR, but I don't remember what it's called, and I can't find it. But what are we doing here? Are we still? Is everything he just said to us still canon?
I mean, yeah, there is a resistance. I'm just trying to figure
Okay.
out,
Scratch is gonna turn to Summer and be like, "I got you a snail."
Well, that's nice. But you sort of got to focus on, the old lady who needs putting in a box.
Well, okay. Here's the resistance is currently composed of me, Agden's brigands, who, let me guess, as soon as he fell, as soon as you did whatever you did to finish him off, his guys, they just left, right?
Yeah, they just sort of abandoned him.
Yeah, so then it's just, so far it's me and Agden, and there was a pair of bullywugs, and a purple dragon who is not here right now.
Oh, you must be talking about bu-
So Talifar.
We both lose. Yay! Neither one. Oh wait, I'm an idiot.
His name is Sir Talifar.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, they started talking.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
you must be
dumb as
talking
shit.
about Talavar and Wigglewog.
Wigglewug, yeah. Are they
Ooh,
okay?
he is Wiggle dead.
Oh,
Cassie, I did 2 turns at once, by the way. You just didn't notice.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can salvage this. Jeez. So we got me. We've got Agden. We've got, is Sir Talavar alive? Is he okay?
Yeah, my sister made sure he was out, but he was gonna go contact like the fucking
Titania, right?
summer court or whatever. Yeah, that bitch.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, Sir Talavar's holding up his end of the bargain. We've also got one more bullywug. He was supposed to be with Wigglewug, but he had to stay behind to take the fall for this whole thing. He's in the holding cells. His name is Oh my god, that's a stupid ass name. Morgort. His name's Morgort. He's over in
Oh, Morgort.
He's well, obviously being tried for treason. They stole one of the balloons. Those are Bavlorna's balloons, and you know how she is about the rule of 3. I will say also that my big mistake was letting you guys even meet Bavlorna early in the game. And this is the town we were supposed to meet her for the first time.
It's like, where the fuck is this going?
Oh my god.
I was like, what the hell is she
Catherine's
doing?
reaction really made that.
Um,
Oh my god.
You only drew one plane.
Meeper, where did you get the idea that Morgort is Wigglewug's lover?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I just thought I'd add some flavor to the campaign.
Well,
What was the name of the long scarf guy?
Agden Longscarf.
Scritch is gonna put his hand on this rabbit dude's shoulder and be like, you should go tell Agden like how you really feel about him, because clearly there's things there that you're not being honest with yourself about.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I'm pretty comfortable with myself, and so's Agden.
Great,
Then
be
why
comfortable
are you
inside each
fucking?
other.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna stop you there. That's incredibly inappropriate.
I have a wife and 130 kids,
Yeah.
127
This is
kids,
a rabbit.
118 kids.
They're dying as
Yeah.
fast as they're being made.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Elon Musk would be a herring
It's
gun. For how many
super.
fucking.
It's super weird that you. I was asking me because it's super weird that you put that, because that's a running joke in the Once Upon a Witchlight campaign for Legends of Evangelist.
That's so funny.
That and Nikki calls him Morgot instead of Morgort.
There's a guy we met named Candlefoot, and I think you'd really like him. I think he'd be perfect for you.
God, we have made exactly 0 fucking progress this session.
I don't know what we're doing.
Stop interrupting then.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So this Morgort, do you want us to like fuck some shit out and break him out?
Well, it wouldn't be that hard. You can volunteer as his champion and do a trial by combat.
Oh fucking hell yeah! Sign me up.
Okay. I mean, that's not up to me. I'll have to go and talk to the king.
King.
Yeah,
Is that not like, is he
Whoa.
like a puppet for Bavlorna or something?
okay. I mean, in a way, yeah, but it's more like he's like the only reason that this place is as chill as it is, because Bavlorna wants to create this illusion of control, like power in the hands of the people, but she's really the puppet government above everyone.
I see.
His name's King Gullup the 19th. He's despite his listen, he's notoriously chill because every single king ahead of him was assassinated in a horrible, super violent way, and he wants to appease everybody so he doesn't get assassinated. It's like his whole thing. He might be a little rough on the surface, but once he gets to know you, he's like super chill. For anybody taking notes, that's Gullop. King Gulop. Gulop the 19th. XIX.
Yeah, that's what I have written down.
No, he's not in here. No. This book is supposed to have him. I'm seething. I want you guys to see him so bad. I wouldn't. It's hard for me to describe a character in this as cute, but God bless downloads. I have to make a quick actor real quick just to.
That looks silly.
So close. All right, guys. Look at this distinguished gentleman.
Oh, that is. I love that
His
art.
crocodile.
How many
I love
teeth does
the
that
art.
crocodile have?
Yes. Isn't that
Oh.
just the best artwork you've ever seen?
100.
Look at his little bodyguard or his little dude next to him. His monocle is bubbly. It's like a dome.
Oh yeah.
It's so
I don't
He has
know.
like a French mustache.
It's
I don't know if I
so
could see everything.
creative.
I love this artwork, but I don't know if I just see everything through LGBT glasses. But I feel like that this guy that you have a picture of is fucking the guy next to him.
Okay, you guys have been really trying to insert some overt sexual overtones into this session, and I gotta say,
Well, no, I'm more just saying they're gay. I'm just
You're
saying they're
here
gay.
for it.
yeah, okay, so are
Oh.
according to you, so are Agden and Bernard.
Yeah,
and so
everyone's
are,
gay.
and so is Bernard and Candlefoot, who also, by the
Can I-
way, is engaged to a hot mermaid.
We didn't say Candlefoot. First off, in my opinion, Candlefoot's bi, and secondly,
Candlefoot
we
is
all
strict-
agreed.
Candlefoot is strictly monogamous.
We all agreed. We all agreed among the players that Candlefoot is a cuck. We've all had this conversation already.
Yeah, well, canonically, he's not. So, you're wrong.
But also, it's the exact same thing. If I was assuming they were all straight,
Candlefoot,
like
Candlefoot lays pipe every fucking day. He is strictly monogamous. When he gets
I wish
up,
I had the Mario pipe sound on my soundboard.
he lays
When he
pipe
gets up in the
all
morning.
those eggs that his wife lays.
No.
Because that's how that works.
No. That's how it works with fish. Mermaids have pussies.
They're dolphin.
Cass, did you
Yeah,
get what
yeah,
this
yeah,
was
yeah,
up
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Huh?
Did you
The-
understand what the cat thing was?
Yeah, the thing that Morgan keeps doing. That ooh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, but so this frog thing that we're looking at, who is this exactly?
Let me zoom out on Firefox so anybody watching can see the chaos that you guys have created here.
Who is this
You
guy
haven't
on?
been watching.
That was paying attention moment. That was the king.
Yeah, that was.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
alive.
it's
He's
the
alive.
19th one.
He's the
Okay,
night.
so we're gonna help him overthrow the hag. Is what we're doing.
Well, no, you're going to go talk to King Gullup. You're gonna imply that you would like to take the you would like to go to the proving grounds and act as Jesus Christ. Act as Morgort's champion in a trial by combat to set him Jesus Christ free. Oh,
All
she.
right. Well,
Okay, Morgort is a she, so that's my bad. My bad for misgendering Morgort.
That picture, that's a girl.
What? No, that was the king.
Okay, right. You just said misgender, so I didn't know who you were talking about. Okay.
King Gullup is the king.
Okay.
Morgort is the one who aided in the theft of the balloon and is currently set to stand trial at the proving grounds.
Okay, so we're gonna rescue this person. Then is what we're doing.
I mean, yeah, she's part of the resistance. So that's what I would recommend. I'm trying not to slip into the Brooklyn accent. I'm trying to stay neutral with the raspy voice so it sounds more goofy.
What? Wait, I just got something from Cassie. I don't know if this is real, but let me just do it for fun.
Oh, I sent you that a while ago. Yes, it is real. It does work.
It doesn't. It doesn't work. It just says error.
You /EM space and then say what you want to say. I've done it like 3 times.
Yo.
Script. Yeah. Eat food.
Oh, okay.
It just adds your name in front of it.
Right. I get it now.
Okay, Bernard. Go off, King.
I do that in Final Fantasy 14 all the time. I'll just type in /EM space praises Allah in the shout chat.
How do the proving grounds work? I'm gonna ask him. Like, what is that here in this town? How does that work?
Yeah, by the holding cells. Okay, you're gonna have to talk to the king about this because I'm very limited in my knowledge. All I know is that you go to the proving grounds, which I'm assuming is like an arena attached to the holding cells. And then
Who is being executed?
Morgort.
Okay, and Morgort is.
Morgort helped Wigglewug and Sir Talavar escape on a balloon.
Okay.
And
so,
Bavlorna,
right.
they stole the balloon. Are you with me? He jingles some keys in front of you.
Right.
he plays Subway Surfers.
I want to be very clear. This has nothing to do with like me not paying attention because I actually haven't, even though I've been drawing on the sides. This is more so I have a really hard time with names in general, let alone all these fantasy Morgo, Bigo names and shit. It's really confusing. I genuinely am mixing them up in my head. So I'm trying to learn and focus right now.
Morgort, jingle, 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 helped Wigglewug and Sir Talavar, jingle, 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 steal a balloon.
Subway Surfers.
All right.
Minecraft parkour in the background.
And
so
Bavlorna.
the balloon that we helped before, there's a guy here that wait, is that the same balloon that's being repaired outside?
No, that's a different balloon.
Okay. I was wondering if they like went and like recovered it or something. So yeah, we're just gonna help a guy break out of prison basically.
Yeah, basically. Like I said, Bavlorna, she takes the rule of 3 very seriously. And, you steal a balloon from her private balloon factory. She, doesn't take too kindly to that. And the person who, aided and abetted 2 thieves is probably going to get executed.
All right. Well, Our adoring public awaits us. Let's go be lawyers. And I'm going to go out and try and find the holding cells and whatnot.
I know what you were writing, but as soon as I saw the N, I had a visceral knee-jerk reaction to close Firefox.
I already made that joke. I already made that joke earlier. You didn't even notice. Up here when we were doing Hangman, I did NIG and then erased it all.
You could have typed
Oh, no.
HT and it would have been night. It's like a red herring. You guys are fucking psychos.
I love this
All
artwork.
right.
This is great. If you ever do decide to like erase all this, please screenshot it. Like take a snippet
Well,
or something.
I'm
'cause it's-
screenshotting it right now.
Well,
Yeah,
we
it's-
usually just keep this stuff around. Like I remember in Blood Crisis, we had like 40
Oh,
maps
yeah.
that just had a bunch of shit on it.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's why you have dedicated whiteboards, but if we're actually going to use this map at points, I feel like it becomes kind of a fucking giant ice.
I'm fine with that. I'm having fun.
I think the
There.
9/11 joke was very appropriate.
It is now immortalized. I meant to put that in general, but who cares?
All right. Scritch is gonna hop back up on Lavana's shoulders again, and let's go.
Listen,
You're getting extra attention this session, Lavana, because Summer's a bitch. By the way,
I
normally,
figured.
normally I'd be taking turns, but but Summer's a bitch, so you're getting all the shoulder rides today.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Listen, I meant it. You guys can't tell anybody what's going on. You can't let any.
Yeah.
If Bavlorna finds out that people are trying to depose her, she might turn
you
me
know-
into a mushroom. She might turn me into she might do something horrible. I don't know. Hags are crazy. Hags do weird ass magic.
Do you
Before we leave,
understand the
I'm gonna check-
concept of leverage? Do you
I'm gonna
understand the
check the
concept of
pockets.
leverage?
What leverage? What do you? Yes, I understand the concept of leverage. You don't have any leverage.
We have plenty of leverage. If we let it slip, you get turned into a mushroom or whatever. You're our bitch now.
Okay. If
Scritch
I
pulls
let
out a
it,
name tag and writes "bitch" on it and puts it on him.
you guys are literally about to go free one of Bavlorna's prisoners. So
I actually do the thing I just said. By the way, it wasn't a joke.
I didn't hear what you said.
Scritch pulls out a name tag and writes "bitch" on it and puts it on him.
He takes it off and throws it.
Have you ever played Sons of the Forest? You know, like when you like give Calvin a command, you just like push it onto his chest.
No, I've never done that.
No. Oh, okay, never mind.
Can I check his pockets though before we leave? Can I check him? Does he have any trinkets on him?
Yeah, sure. Roll a d100.
The
No,
pants
wow,
he's
really?
not wearing.
Actually, roll a d4 to see how many trinkets you pull.
How many?
Well, yeah, a d. That's how I've been doing it. You roll a d4 to
Well,
see.
I didn't think I'd find any, let alone more than one. Really, Jesus.
That's how I'm ruling. You checking people's pockets is you.
Okay, well, I got a 40. I got a 49. You want me to roll another D100 now for the one?
Yes,
Okay, I'm giving one to Lavana and one to myself.
82. Let me go back to the trinket page. Shit. Oh shit. I need to roll a d8 for myself. Okay, the first one, 49. A piece of parchment bearing a child's drawing of an oni.
Low key fitting for Cassie. Here you go, Cassie. Here we go, Lavana.
Thank you.
Cassie,
Scritch,
hold on.
Scritch,
Hold on.
Scritch
hold on.
holds up a drawing like for you to put on your fridge.
I need to make sure of something. Because there is a distinct possibility that I need Cassie to make a roll.
Oh
Oh.
boy.
Is the drawing of a frog?
No.
I thought you were gonna say you find a carrot or something silly, and I was gonna be like, okay, cool, and move on.
I want to make sure that this isn't just from Once Upon a Witchlight, because I don't want to just steal their shit. What the fuck? $108. Sorry for the hold up. Jesus Christ.
Hulu.
Zulu.
Oh, okay,
I can't
thank
really-
God. Okay, Cassie.
We're fully drawing on the building now. We're not even trying.
I need to look up what something looks like real fast. But before that...
I know that looks like two dicks, but it's two fingers touching. Like,
I know what you're going for. Yeah, I get it.
You had a... it was 82, right? Da-da-da-da. A petrified robin's egg. That's pretty cool.
whoa, that's dope as hell.
Now I need
I mean,
to check something.
I guess if you want the robin's egg, I'll give you that, and I'll put the drawing.
I already wrote the drawing, so
Okay,
it's
I
fine.
put the robin's egg in my pocket.
That's actually...
What does Batman smell?
I got it, but I'm curious if anyone else got that at all. That's a pretty
No,
that's a pretty hard one to get, I think.
getting it was not the issue. I get it. It just wasn't
Did the-
funny.
In your version, does the Joker play ballet, or does the Joker get away?
Plays ballet. That's how it's been in my life.
I've heard it where it's Joker and the Joker got away, or the Joker play ballet. I've heard both of those. I've heard two different ones.
I've only ever heard ballet. Interesting.
Cassie,
I've heard both.
What?
what would you say you would roll to see if you are struck by a divination? Out of your control.
Probably like out of my control.
Yeah.
Like a D50, D100.
Oh, I was thinking more of what ability,
200.
what skill or ability score would you say
Oh.
would fit it best?
Intelligence.
Based.
What Meeper?
Yeah, it'd be like
Wizard
Arcana. Arcana, I would say.
Yeah, make an Arcana check for me.
It's like that scene in Harry Potter when she grabs Harry and's like, "The Dark Lord will rise."
Wow.
That is most unfortunate.
Damn it! I want to know what
You're a
this
divination
revelation
wizard.
was.
You're a divination wizard.
That's right. That's right. I was supposed to.
You,
Change-
you- okay, yeah, you haven't
Use
rolled your...
divination. Use divination dice to change the divination roll.
Yeah.
I want to say that
I have to-
your rolls aren't showing up for me for some reason.
Yeah, me either.
Test
I don't
roll.
know why.
They're not showing up
They're
in
not
the
showing
chat.
up.
Okay, I got a 12 and a 17. So 12 and 17 in public notes.
I can see them now for some reason. It just didn't let me see the first roll you made.
I can't
Okay,
see
I'm gonna
any
u-
of the. Oh, now I can.
I'm gonna use the 17 on the revelation roll.
Okay. I'm going to send this only to you.
I also could have just luck pointed it, but whatever. I heart autism. Oh, autumn. I heart autism. You want me to answer that out loud?
Up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. In the context of D&D.
Oh, I know what it is in like real life. Lore, is it different?
Kind of, yeah. All right.
Okay.
It's not important that you know. It's just what I'm about to show you is a little bit more important.
Okay.
your vision blurs the moment you look at this drawing of an oni, and you fade away for a moment, and that is what you see.
Okay.
And you come
So
back.
just, like,
you come
making-
back to, and you have a searing headache. I'm not going to make you roll any like disadvantage or anything, but you come back from that, and it was extremely vivid, and it was in response to the picture that Scritch just gave you.
Okay, I'm gonna approach the heron gone. Be like, what the fuck is this?
That's it's an oni. They're I don't know, man. You're gonna find pictures of those all over the place. They're just
No.
little kids' drawings.
This is no. What the? No.
That's not the drawing. The picture I sent you is not the drawing that you see. It is that.
I know.
Imagine that, but as if it were doodled by an idiot child.
Yes, I understand that. What I don't understand is why when I touched it, I saw some fucked up shit.
Dude,
and you're
I
gonna
don't.
answer me.
Dude, I don't know.
Real issue? Like,
So you're telling me that you had this thing in your pocket?
you're
Can-
telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
Listen,
Scritch
You
is
had-
gonna Scritch is gonna look at the thing too. Does anything happen to Scritch?
no, it
Okay.
doesn't.
So none of you. I hand it to everybody in the party, and see like if they. Does anything weird happen when you touch this paper?
Nothing
Do
happened.
this crap.
Scritch gets an erection.
Unrelated.
A little rabbit, like Red Rocket.
Aaron got moment.
What the fuck? The first one you've ever seen Scritch have to.
I assume nobody else reacts to the drawing.
No. Unless you pass it around, it's just a piece of parchment.
Summer sees it and is like, looks like shit.
Wow,
made
you
this?
really are.
What a bitch.
Jesus.
It's just the stuff that I have in my pocket to pay for goods and services. I don't know the origin of it. It's just you find random shit, you trade random shit. It's how it works in the Feywild.
All right. Well, I don't think I'll be selling this. Not until I understand better what's going on.
Did you see what I wrote at the bottom, by the way, Cassie?
Yes, there's no eye in leukemia.
Oh, you guys are testing me.
All right, let's go find this king. Let's go fight on behalf of
Yeah, let's do it.
the water that's turning the friggin' frogs gay.
Or Gort.
Yay, a new canvas to ruin.
Look into my eye. I am Sans Undertale.
I want you guys to know that it's entirely possible that the very next time you guys roll in at the end of the road on the encounter table, that all of this is just going to still be there.
Yeah, I know. That's how it works.
Here, back at the surface. Let me see.
Some loser already drew on this canvas.
Let me make sure where he is. His royal majesty.
So is this the jail over here? The thing that I thought was an inn?
No, it is not.
Okay, where's the jail?
I am looking. Give me a minute.
Is this a drum circle over here? We're millennials. Can we some killer beats of the drum circle?
Where the fuck is...
You're gonna
While we
start doing
put our
slam
doggos.
poetry.
Oh, it's so interesting that you say that because as you walk outside, Bernard points across the lake directly to that.
Saint Bernard?
This over here looks to be just a simple gazebo, an outdoor gazebo with some supporting pillars and one big chair surrounded by a bunch of little chairs. I want you guys...
Is that like the king's open air throne
Oh
room?
my god, I just noticed this. Look at this. Look at this right here. Zoom in on that. Zoom in as much as you can.
Oh, are those the previous
Yeah.
1 through 18?
Yes.
Where are we zooming in?
King's Landing ass.
Oh, is it people's heads on
Yeah.
a stake? Well, I cover. Honestly, maybe Lana wants to see that because they're dead ones. I uncover Lavana's eyes.
I release a blood-curdling shriek.
Okay, I recover them.
I stop screaming.
Why was that playing?
That's fitting for the heads.
Gish you.
Did you see what I wrote at the top, Tommy?
No. At the top of what?
You'll find it eventually, I guess.
Oh, what the fuck is that? What the
Oh my
hell?
god! Oh my god! You're not allowed to look at that. Son of a bitch!
I didn't see it, damn it.
I didn't mean to put that there. I made a new actor, and I had to make the faces, and I had to make the placard, and I guess I accidentally left that one there.
You looked like a burning ET.
Oh fuck! You guys are probably gonna pass by that anyway. You'll see it soon enough.
Okay, where are our tokens
So-
at? I'm gonna move our tokens as we're going like along the way here.
We're
I don't know where the fuck.
so
Here's Cressida.
I see
Didn't move at all.
Scritch lift up his eyes off of Lavana's face, and she screams. Or lift up his fuzzy paws off Lavana's face.
Whoa,
and
whoa,
she
whoa, whoa,
screams.
Summer. Okay.
You said we were going along this bridge over here. So that's why
Yeah.
I put my token.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
not
yeah.
where we're going?
Okay, everybody, come back because Summer. Are you actually running ahead like that?
Do you not
I
see
mean,
Scritch go that way? That's the only way we can go. And you said we were already on
Yes,
this bridge, so we were just moving our tokens.
Absolutely, but I thought you guys were gonna have some discussions on your best route. But if this is good, this is great. I'm gonna you. First of all, Summer, you crossed the bridge, yes? You crossed the stepping stones.
well,
I go back.
yeah, I'd probably be the first one to try and cross them.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
writing Lavana, as bad as it sounds.
A row of boulders spaced 2 feet apart breach the surface of the lake to form a walking path across a 40-foot wide waterway. And that being said, your feet, Autumn, right about here, unfortunately, I'm gonna scoot you back a little. This gentleman awakens.
Before this happens, can we put the other tokens wherever we are? Are we all just right here?
Wherever you want.
Other players, we should be ready. I think we're about to have combat.
It took me ages to grow that moss. Whose foot was that?
I just point over the shore towards the rest of the party.
I can only assume that you are lying to cover your own ass, considering you're the only one on the stone path right now.
Yeah, it's a great lie.
I'm going to give you 2 chances to apologize.
Can you make the picture big?
Oh yeah. It's just it's just a Gelibdur. Give me a sec.
We might be about to see Summer's first apology ever. Let's see.
Yeah, you see this
Whoa.
giant rock being emerge from this yucky, murky pond, and a very obvious footprint displaces the moss that is on his head, creating an almost, what's the word? A DeVito-esque bald spot on his head.
Are these the guys that you were like, why are they so big?
No. No, and I forgot you were listening when I was saying that.
How big is this guy that we're talking to? You said giant, but I mean, he's medium on the map. Like, how big is he?
I actually don't know how big they're supposed to be. Let me look. Medium. He's medium.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 chances to apologize. But only 2.
I uncover Lavana's eyes because it's not a frog.
Oh, 2 chances. What a dearth of opportunity. Well, how about I just give you this? Why are you sleeping in the road?
Because I live here, dumbass!
Oh,
What are
that's it.
you
We're
doing
gonna-
stepping on people's heads?
Roll for initiative. Here we go.
Alright. That's not an apology.
Can't you see people need to walk through here? Why don't I just fucking throw a giant, like, tarmac right in the water here and piss you off even more? It's a problem for both of us.
Well, alright. That stone that you're standing on underneath you, Summer, it begins to shake a little bit, and it levitates with you in the air, and then it flies 20 feet off to the left, leaving you to free fall back down into the water. And let's see.
Are we still in free action, or are we taking initiative now? Because I want to attack this guy.
Ooh.
You are gripped by the ankle by a marrow. And across the way, a second one now has a path to cross. As 2 marrow breach the surface, holding Summer underwater. And I would like you all to roll initiative. I need to drag Cressida over here because, again, she's not moving her placard.
Once the combat is up, I'll roll
Oh, you
initiative.
know what? You know what? He is technically part of this combat. How do I add everybody to combat all at once, Maper? Oh, there it is. Roll all NPCs.
This does not bode well.
Got the Kingdom Hearts combat music again?
I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to decide. Oh. Wow, Catherine rolled initiative before Cassie did. All right, up first we've got Marrow number 1. Let's see, what can they do? This is fun. This is new for me. Well, this one's already got a hold of you, Summer. So it's going to bite you. As it holds your ankle and clamps down on your calf like a chicken drumstick.
Are these frog people not going to do anything to help, by the way? Are they just watching?
It's funny that you say that. Does a 25 hit?
Yeah.
25. Go fuck yourself, DM. Does it 25 hits?
Whoa! Okay, ignore that. Jesus. Oh, you guys probably can't see that. I forgot to unclick the whole party. So for some reason, it wanted me to apply the damage to everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't the best music. Let's see.
Just do the bongos thing that I did for my game.
More Kingdom Hearts music. That's fine. Yeah, you take 7 points of piercing damage as it bites into your leg. And as it pulls its teeth away, it is also going to claw you. Uh-oh. Well, it crit.
Oh, nice.
Whoops! I did not mean to hit roll.
Okay,
I did
hold
not
on.
mean to do normal damage, so I'll just do normal.
I'm gonna reaction to Silvery Barbs. It's crit.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. There's a 21 hit.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep that damage roll. You kind of take 10 more points.
Mhm.
And that is its turn. You guys. Oh wait, it's the second Marrow's turn. It surfaces and sees more delicious treats for it to munch down on.
You haven't started the combat yet.
Oh my god, you're so fucking right. My bad.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It sees some delicious treats to munch down on. What's that? A rabbit? It's thinking of Hassenpfeffer tonight for dinner. And it's going to come up and bite you.
Does he say that out loud?
No.
His thoughts?
No, that was my stupid joke. Hassenpfeffer is a German rabbit dish. Just an 18 hit
On who?
on you, Scritch.
He has reach?
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to cover up Cressida.
Yeah, it hits.
I'm gonna move Cressida here.
It hits.
Yep. You take 5 points of piercing damage as it chops into your tiny body. And he's going to do a claw attack as he pulls away. Good lord. Does a 21 hit? I mean, obviously,
Yes.
21 hits. You're going to take 8 points of slashing damage as he rakes his gross, salty claws across your chest. Let me show you what these fucking guys look like, by the way. They are super cool. They're like,
They look kind of like Naga.
yeah, they look like a cross between Sahagin and like a Mako shark, however you pronounce that.
Looks honestly, you know what it really looks like is Ripjaws from Ben 10.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll cop to that. It looks a little bit like Ripjaws.
All right. Is that it for his turn?
That is it for his turn.
All right, Summer's turn to absolutely fuck shit up. Let's in a good way.
Yeah, let's see what Summer can do in combat. Remember, this guy is holding. Well, no, I suppose he didn't actually roll to grapple, so he pulled you underwater, but you are underwater.
Summer can teleport.
Yeah, I just fucking immediately will go ahead and phase step. Oop. Let's see here. All right. immediately after I use it. Okay.
Why did the music stop?
It
'Cause
like
I asked it nicely too. No, I'm just joking.
I will just I don't care about doing the damage. I'm just going to port to right here. Alright.
Are you sure you don't want to do the damage?
I don't want to be near them enough to, because it's creatures within 5 feet of me, which means that if I wanted to walk away, I'd take opportunity attack, and these guys fucking hurt.
Yeah, they hit like a truck. I didn't. This is an encounter that's in the book. I didn't make this one up like I flavored the Agden fight. This is in the book. Like,
This
is
feels
scary.
okay so far. What level are we supposed to be?
This is meant. There is no milestone leveling. I mean, there's okay. Let me first that. There is no milestone for this chapter. Not that I've seen so far. So it's meant for anywhere between 3 and 5, because that's where the campaign's. Okay, let me rephrase that. It's made for 1 to 3 because the game starts from anywhere between levels 1 to 3. I gave you guys an extra level because there was originally only going to be just Cassie, Meeper, and Catherine, and then Miracle Taylor joined the server.
Alright.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I did not see that.
What?
Hold on. Not you. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Anyway, fuck both these guys. I'm going to go ahead and use Wind Spell. Use 2 meta magic points to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level on both of these guys with electric damage as my damage type of choice.
Interesting. Let me just pull up their sheet. Let me make sure. Okay.
Alright. First attack on this one here.
Okay, 21 definitely hits.
Okay.
Why is everybody DMing me right now?
Why not?
You like it when I send you feed pics.
I actually hate anybody sending me feet pics, but it's okay for you not to know that.
My toes are cute.
I very highly doubt that.
They are. I
don't-
moisturize and I
Do not-
give myself little petties.
Do not endeavor to prove this to me.
Now I actually do want to take pictures.
I'm going to block you now.
I've got black nail polish.
I know this sucks, but Cassie is getting tired. She DM'd me, and I feel like it would have just been weird for me to be like, oh, for no reason I'm going to end this. So, we're gonna say that,
We can end mid-combat. We can just resume next game.
We'll resume. We'll resume, but I want to resolve this chromatic orb first, just so that it's there in the chat. For
Yes. All right. For whatever reason, its scaling is like fucked. Just this should only be doing 4d8. Sorry. I don't know why it wants to roll 5 so bad. So just take 7 off of that 22 for a total of 15 lightning damage.
15.
All right, and then the second chromatic orb. Me do the attack.
We would have gotten to this encounter a lot sooner if you guys didn't completely fuck around at the beginning of the session.
Does a
Well,
14 hit this one?
This
I
one?
was having fun.
I had fun too.
14 does in fact hit. Yes,
Okay.
their AC is weirdly low.
Being level 4 moment. Right.
Cassie, next session when it is my turn, I'm gonna grow big and pick you up on my shoulders and fight these guys.
Oh my god! And I can use like
Magic from up there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a fucking turret.
I don't want to ask just because I don't want to like. I'm not asking because I want to convince you, but I'm asking since we're already in combat and I didn't see that message until just a minute ago. Would you want to finish the combat and then end, or would you honestly rather end mid combat? I'll accommodate. I'm not mad.
I mean, I just figured that combat would take a while, but if it won't take a while, then
22 lightning damage to the other one.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you know, Cassie. This might be over in 10 minutes. If everybody just goes ape shit.
all right,
I'm
let's
going
finish the
to-
combat.
Walk further over here. And then that will be my turn. I'm in a lot of pain.
That makes it Cressida's turn.
I'm gonna moonbeam this son of a bitch in front of all of us.
Okay, that's perfect. Go ahead and place the area of effect and roll that sweet. Okay, I mean, that's cool. Let me roll his con save real quick. Whoops, that's not what I meant to click.
You should use your bomb on Summer. Catherine.
He rolled an
B-
8.
That's like
He rolled an 8, so
BOMB
he's
or
going...
BALM?
Whoops, what the fuck did I just do? Oops, I accidentally applied the 30.
Oh, looks
It's
like
okay.
combat's over.
Hold on.
Good night, guys.
Hold on. He had...
Yep.
And Meeper, you did 22, right? To him?
Yes, I did 22 lightning. I don't know if he's a Pokemon or not, but if
Okay,
he
there we
is,
go. And Catherine just did a whopping 12.
something like that.
Okay, there we go. Much better. That was fucked.
Best I can do.
All right, was that Cressida's turn? Or did you want to?
If I move, will he get opportunity?
He will get opportunity attack. Yes.
Okay, then I'll stay put.
Okay.
Bomb is ranged.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, balm. I'll balm Summer. Do I get 3 uses at once right now at my level?
Uh,
2.
two.
You can use 2 simultaneously, or is that 2 charges of it?
2 charges of it. And let me just make sure. But I believe it. I think it's half your level rounded down. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Equal to half your druid level or less.
And mine right now is
4, so you get 2.
okay.
And then you have 4 total charges.
All right, Meeper, you're healed for 8.
Nice.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right.
Scritch is gonna jump off of Lavana's shoulders and just go under Lavana's dress, and it's confusing until Scritch becomes big.
All right, rage out, Hulk out.
I'm trying. Why are you doing this?
Poggers.
Such a great animation. So happy with how it turned out.
Scritch grows big and fucking roars. Just roars at this fucker, and I'm gonna attack him.
Alrighty.
Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Cool. You know what we
So-
never did? You know what we never set up?
What?
We didn't set up This should be a Spitfire, whatever the hell it's called, Flame Tongue.
Oh, yeah, that. Wait.
Oh, wait,
Sure.
you did. It's on here. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hell yes. He takes 18 damage.
And the burning tip of your is it what did we say it was? It's
You
acting,
said it was it's a brand, but it's like a glaive brand.
yeah.
It's got a sharp edge. Who knows?
Seven of that damage is fire. I don't know if that matters.
Did we replace your glaive with it, or what did we end up doing that with? Doing with that?
It's just a flame. It's a flame tongue glaive, which is an actual magic item in the handbook. So
Yeah, okay.
so we knew exactly what it does stat wise.
Okay, so as the tip of your sword or your glaive enters his body, the red hot glow emanates from the blade and expands until the wound is essentially cauterized, and he sinks down into the ocean fuck, my brain just shut down for a second. He sinks below the currents of the murky river, and not even blood trails as he drifts away dead.
I get eye contact with this one over here, and my one robot eye is like red, and I'm like exhaling, and it's like Attack on Titan. I've got steam coming out of my mouth, and I'm holding the fucking burning thing, and I've got the witch lady on my shoulders. That's it for my. That's it for my turn. Actually, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna get close to this guy. Step in the water. How deep is the water?
Oh boy. Let's see.
I'm 18 feet tall, so.
It doesn't say, but I'm gonna say it's 20 feet deep.
Oh, well, that's all right. I guess
Well,
I don't go in the water.
Well, that's the thing, because that one dragged Summer under the water.
Right. I'm gonna stay on the rocks, but I'll just go to here. That's it for my turn. Luana's here with me on my shoulders. It's her turn.
Your blade has reach anyway.
I do have this reach. You're right.
Okay.
What I was trying to say, by the way, is it roars back at you. We're more of a gurgling screech than a roar. I wish I had the Murloc sound effect from World of Warcraft just ready to go. Meeper understands.
I need to set up a soundboard with sounds from Attack on Titan, because that's what I imagine when I giant form Scritch. It's just Attack on Titan stuff.
11 barely misses.
I'm gonna replace that with the 12 I used earlier.
So
Or
that's
with Portent dice.
okay. Well, what did you actually roll?
I rolled an 11.
No,
Yeah,
the dice.
so now it's instead of a 5, it's a 12. So now it's an 18 to hit.
That absolutely hits. Roll damage. Oh,
Nice.
Okay. I was like, I really did not want to use a spell slot, so I was hoping this would work out.
Fire covers its scaly flesh, and you see it squirm as it tries to pat out the. Well, no, it doesn't pat it out. But like, you know how when you burn your hand, or you burn yourself, you're just trying to like pat it to cover to like stop the pain almost.
Mm-hmm.
He's writhing and squirming and trying to wipe the pain off of his body, but it's not working.
I love the idea of like I'm standing on Scritch's shoulder and like the wind is blowing and I like
Fuck yes.
And you know
just
what?
fucking like cast a fucking firebolt like from his shoulder.
And you know what? The wind is blowing towards you and it smells delicious.
I'll tell you right now, you standing up there, you have a moment where you're like, oh, this is supposed to be what Scritch feels like all the time. Because Scritch is always riding everyone else's shoulder.
Yeah. I'm just like you're like a walking fucking turret, like it's awesome.
Is that all you can do?
By the way, as a wizard, if you ever learned the enlarge spell, you could make me even bigger.
Yeah, we've talked about that. I I'll keep that in mind.
I have that too.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I have my bonus action and movement, but honestly, I want to stay on top of Scritch Mountain.
All right. What are you going to use your bonus action?
I don't have anything to do.
Okay, that makes it Gale of Dur's turn. I got to scoot you out of the way.
Tommy, that was really cute.
What?
Your voice cracked.
It didn't crack.
It's
I
precious.
did that on purpose.
It just now almost on purpose did it again.
No, that's just my voice. Are you talking about when I went Gale of Dur?
I'm complimenting you.
How dare you?
It is the Gale of
Men
Dur's
don't
turn.
receive enough cute compliments.
He's going to run away because this is not his fight.
I attack. I get attack opportunity.
You do get an attack of opportunity, but
Do I too?
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so. Roll to hit.
He was here. And so we're both gonna get actually Lavana's attack of opportunity gets to hit first, and then mine doesn't hit until he's
Holy
where he
shit!
is now.
What the? Holy shit!
What?
Gale of Dur's are fucking powerful.
Yeah, they're tough little fuckers.
I'm
So-
assuming that a 17 hits.
17 hits, yeah. Roll damage.
I have a -1 to strength.
So funny.
Can't you use the staff with the X if you wanted to? Isn't that a thing? Or am I crazy?
No, it is not a finesse weapon.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna attack now. Do I get my bonus action attack when I'm doing this, or just my main attack?
Just your main attack. You make
Just your main.
You make one. Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, he just runs. He's gonna use all his movement, and he's also going to take his dash action to get the fuck.
Does he run like a fat kid?
He runs on all fours like a gorilla.
Gorilla?
I hardly know her.
Gorilla the kind?
And
I say just let him go.
he is
Just
no
let him
longer
fuck
in
off.
combat.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
chasing him. I just, he pushed Summer, so I was gonna hit him if I could.
He didn't push Summer. He moved a rock out from under Summer.
He threw a rock intentionally with Summer on it.
All right. It is the next Marrow's turn. He's gonna come up to you, Scritch.
Bring it on! Bring it on!
All right. He's going to bring it indeed.
I pound my chest.
If he hits, do I have to make like a dexterity save to stay on Scritch?
No, I don't know how I would rule that. Does a 15 hit?
It's yeah, it does. It's mounted combat, and I don't think it works that way. I think he has disadvantage of trying to hit you, actually.
You take 5
Yes, that's true.
damage from his bite,
Okay.
and he is going to stab you with his harpoon.
Bring it.
It makes contact with your skin, but it just like crumples.
Does a 24 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
You're gonna take 9. Wow, I rolled shit damage. You're gonna take 9 damage.
14 total damage. Okay. Yeah, Scritch is a little hurt, but he's doing okay.
All right, and that's all he can really do. Now it's Summer's turn again.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I just looked at mounted combat. The only thing that you'll have to make a save for is if you or Scritch are, or if you or Scritch are forcibly moved, or if you yourself, Lavana, are forced prone.
Okay.
Getting off of me, I think, also uses half of your movement.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay.
I'm going to go over here. And I'm just going to let a firebolt rip. Also, let me just check something. Do I?
It says here that while you're on me, you get to control me. It says here controlling amount, so you're attituding me now.
No, 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 no.
Oh my God.
It depends on
I'm
the
joking.
creature's intelligence.
I know. I was being sarcastic. That's meant for
That
work.
would be funny to get
Well, hold on. It
Ratatouille.
depends on the creature's intelligence. What's Scritch's
Scritch's-
intelligence?
He's
If
smart.
it's
He's got 8 intelligence.
he can speak languages.
No, that's not the 8 is not the cutoff for speaking. 6 is.
Yeah, I'm saying that if you're that intelligent, then it's
Oh yeah,
considered
yeah.
an intelligent enough creature.
5 is you're sentient, but you can't talk. 6 is you know how to talk. That's why 4 and lower is what people usually apply to animals.
You said you're gonna hurl a firebolt.
Yeah, I'm just checking to see because at later levels, my subclass will give me certain bonuses. Or I think it's later level. It might be now. Okay, it is at 6th level. All right, so yeah, it's just a normal fire bolt. This is not my spellbook. That's why I couldn't look it up.
What was that?
I got 21 hits.
What was that
Oop,
private?
Sorry. I was fixing my chaos. Nope, not chaos bolt. Chromatic orb.
I will
Everyone
say-
should be able to.
Yes, by the way, 21 hits.
Damage normal. Boom.
Oof.
God damn, that thing spun!
Yeah. Let me check. I don't feel like using a bonus action for anything. So yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Cressida.
You made it Scritch's turn somehow.
It's because Summer said end turn, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna click the next button also.
Scritch got main character syndrome. Skip straight to Scritch.
Move that moonbeam.
What the fuck do you think?
I think you're forgetting how to use Foundry. That's what fuck
I love it.
happened.
I love it in the background when I just half hear Catherine cussing you out.
Click on the little ruler shaped like an L, and I'll let you move it. There you go.
Cassie, does Catherine hurt you?
Only on the inside.
All right.
Yeah.
He's gonna make
And on the outside, whenever there's
The
stairs
outside
involved.
is consensual.
Gonna make a Constitution save.
Oh, the outside's consensual.
Catherine, what is your spell save DC? I'm assuming it's got to be like 15, right?
Probably.
Well, mine's 14, so yours is probably.
I don't think it.
It's underneath your AC. Spell DC.
14.
Well, he passes with flying colors. He rolled an 18. So roll the 2d10. Who knows? You might roll perfect damage. Yeah,
I mean, it's
didn't.
not. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But 11 is still 11 damage. You could have. You
It's
could.
not 11.
you-
It's,
Except he's taking 5. Because he
Well,
passed
you
the
could have
save.
rolled a 2. You could have rolled a 2.
Yes. Was a 1 in 100 chance to do so.
All right, now it is Scritch's turn. Unless Catherine wants to do something else. That time my voice.
I don't know
didn't
why,
work.
but like specifically Catherine, you're always so quick to end her turn.
yeah.
Well, because
No, I'm good.
Catherine's stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Too far. Too soon.
Was that actually all you wanted to do,
True.
Catherine?
That would be correct. Yes.
Okay.
Scritch is going to take his glaive with one hand and point it up in the air and start to wave it around. And storm clouds start to gather. And kind of like, it gets dark and there's lightning and shit. And it's like windy. And I'm going to attack. And he has thaumaturgy, by the way. So I'm just saying that happens.
Yeah, it's fine.
That'd be an action, though.
Shut up. Okay, I'm not the DM, but the way I would rule thaumaturgy in that regard is if I actually wanted to roll intimidation, then it'd be an action, obviously, using it. But
No, I think Meeper's right.
for fun and flavor,
Go ahead.
I was talking to Meeper the other day. I wasted a whole feat just for roleplay purposes on Mira.
That
I got
hits,
just
by
a
the way.
22 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I figured. All right, get ready to die, asshole. Fuck yes. 21 damage.
Alright.
Oh, how do you want to do this?
I'm
Taylor,
gonna stab him in the
good to go.
chest and lift him up above my head, and his blood drips down onto my face and probably onto Lavana.
Yucky. Okay. Yeah, your glowing hot glaive impales him in the stomach. As you lift him, the bladed edge sort of lifts up and cuts upwards into his body, but not enough to separate him in two. As the fresh wound spills yucky red fish blood onto you and Lavana.
Oh, I thought it'd be green or blue or something. That's a letdown.
Horrible Sharkman versus 10,000 degree knife.
When the combat ends, Scritch is gonna shrink back down, of course, and let me try to turn off my thing really quick. Enable effect. Well, I shrink back down, and I'm still under your dress, Lavana, and I just stay there. I don't even say anything. And if you look do you look under? Do you lift up your dress and look?
Of course I do.
Scritch is like hugging your leg, asleep, sitting on your foot. Like he's just like passed the fuck out because he got really
riding
hurt
you
during that fight.
Riding you as though as if a child attached to their parents' leg at Disneyland.
Exactly. But I'm like passed the fuck out.
How big is Scritch? Like, how much do you weigh?
If you don't count the ears, Scritch is 2 feet tall.
Okay, then I grab him by his scruff, and I deliver him to Summer.
Summer, you now
Toss him
are
in
in
the water.
possession. You're in possession of a sleeping Scritch. Do you actually throw me in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, you do that. Scritch lands in the water face first, and just kind of floats for a second, facing down, and then slowly just sinks into the water.
Pretend that this rock.
All right, I'm gonna make a new character now. I'll catch y'all later.
Pretend that this rock isn't here because that's the one that the dude threw. I mean,
Is anybody gonna comment on Scritch drowning? Is anybody doing anything?
Hold on.
His instincts will kick in.
Why
I thought you were joking.
Why are you asleep? Explain this to me.
I thought it'd be appropriate and funny if Scritch got tired after that fight because he got really hurt really fast and also raging and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna have Scritch wake up. Obviously, I'm just doing role play. I want to have that moment where people are worried about me, and then I'm gonna pop up and be fine.
Okay, well you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't constantly act like a weirdo, and then when we're like, "That's just Scritch," be like, "What the fuck, guys?"
It's the bunny that cried wolf.
Exactly.
All right, but you all watch as Scritch's like lifeless form sinks below the water and bubbles come up. All right. Just
Oh no, Summer doesn't even watch, and she like jumps on the rock 2 feet at a time to really just stomp into them as she goes from each one to each one. She is vindictive.
I will grab you again by the scruff and plant you firmly on the ground,
Yes.
not say anything, and just walk.
All you had to do is say something, and Scritch would have swam up. I'm just saying. Like I just wanted to see. I was just giving y'all a chance to say something.
Fortunately,
we assume that everything you do is a ploy for attention.
Because it is.
Fortunately for the gang.
That's me in real life. That's not Scritch in the game.
Well, hold on, you guys. Cassie and Meeper. That rock there, you guys. That's like a. I know it doesn't look like it, but that's like a 10-foot jump.
Okay.
I can do that without even rolling something.
That's why I colored it in purple.
You all gotta go roll, but I don't have to.
What do you
No,
want
it's a 20-foot jump.
God damn it! Why'd you immediately make it?
No, I measured it. It's 20 feet.
All right,
Okay,
let's get you.
Just fly.
We can't jump 20 feet, so are we swimming then? Are we just gonna swim it?
If you want.
I'm already soaking wet, so I'd just say fuck it.
Yeah, you guys already killed
splash face first in the water and swim over to the next rock and climb up.
You guys already.
You made it sound like a big obstacle. You made it sound like this huge obstacle. Like we couldn't just swim. Whatever.
I like how after the fight was done, Lavana picks up Scritch and just throws me to Summer rather than holding me or anything.
I just
We're playing
You know.
hot potato with the rabbit,
I
and
know.
neither of us want it.
I was
I
kind
know,
of
it's
hoping.
great.
So the thinking was that if Summer saw something like sleeping and small, that it might, I don't know,
Oh yeah.
defrost her heart. But it
Which is
didn't.
ironic because Winter is
To be-
the one who
I wanna-
should have the frozen
I
heart,
wanna
but
be
Winter
very-
is super chill.
I want to be very clear. I was telling you all that Scritch was going to pop up out of the water, but in universe, Scritch was asleep and Scritch did sink in the water.
That was kind of mean.
Throwing Scritch in the water, yeah.
Well, I didn't throw you in the water. I delivered you to somebody that I thought could use
I'm just,
a
I'm
little
not mad. It's okay.
empathy.
I'm having fun. Y'all throwing Scritch in the water is exactly what I would love to have y'all happen to Scritch every session.
All right. As you guys cross the stone cobbled path, cross the river, you come across that same burning building, that the smoke from which you saw as you were entering Downfall, and you hear a tiny gurgled voice.
Hello, is anybody out there? I heard fighting. I need help.
And that's where we'll end the session. No, that's where
I
we'll end the
quickly
session.
climb up on to Lavana and cover her eyes.
No, that's where we'll end the session.
Also, for the future, I'm constantly keeping my eyes out for a regular frog because I would like to take one as a pet.
That's mean.
That's like
You're just being-
that's active fear mongering. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I want anyone here to tell me of a child that you would take out camping, see a frog, and not want to pick up the frog.
Lavana.
Like, okay, great, but it's not about Levon. It's not because Levon's a frog. I was wondering about getting a frog pet long before I even knew Levon was afraid of them. I was wondering back when I saw these guys over here.
We've
So
known
far,
Lavana's been afraid of frogs since like session 2.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
since
but I
the
don't-
carnival, like
I don't pay good attention to that, apparently. Drop a coin in the jar. Yeah, there it is.
Also,
So we
because
only
I
know-
didn't get to play it this session, here's a new sound.
Oh my god.
That's a
so
little
we
too loud.
only know
It's
two
still loud?
fears, right?
you only
We
know
know
what.
Scritch's fear and Lavana's fear, but we don't know.
You guys have like 6 more fears to figure out. 5.
Okay.
Tommy's
Tommy.
internet is exploding.
Is it? What's going on?
5 more fears.
Yeah, 5 more fears.
It was.
Winter, autumn,
You
summer,
were
and
robot-y.
spring. Winter, autumn, summer, and spring, and Crescent.
Oh, they
fear.
each have fears?
Can only
Yeah.
assume they're 4 unique people.
Well, you should know because you made everybody state their fear.
I think to make it fair,
To be
Lavana
fair,
should have to get
okay.
a pet beholder.
Motherfucker. To be fair, I didn't have everybody state their fears. I had Autumn state her fear because that would have revealed that would have buried the fucking lead and not let it be a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Since Scritch is afraid of beholders, Lavana, you should get a pet behold. You should get a pet beholder.
No, I
Gazer.
don't want to actively. So I'm
Yeah.
realizing that I kind of play Lavana and Avery similarly, and I don't want that to be the case. I want Lavana to be nicer than Avery. So
I got that vibe.
Okay.
Lavon is much
Does that
more
mean-
of a cunt than Avery.
Does that mean you're going to
Lavana's-
apologize
Lavana's
to
more of a-
Northwind?
Lavana's more of a
fuck
cunt.
Northwind.
Lavana's more of a cunt, but she's also Lavana's a lot more cynical and more cunty, but she's also much more feminine. I feel like than Avery. Avery is a little bit more on the masculine side. I feel like
Avery's a little
She's
street
kind
rat.
of she's.
Avery's a little butch. That's the word. There you go.
I wouldn't say
She's
butch.
tomboy.
I would say I wouldn't even say tomboy. I would just say like androgynous or like NB coded.
gremlin.
She didn't really have time to form her own personality.
Besides, how else is Summer going to fuck with Lavana? If you're already doing it.
Scritch has a fear of beholders, but Scritch is also like super into fighting elder brains. Like Scritch has the opposite. What would be the opposite of fear?
Love.
Courage.
I don't know.
Scritch has immense courage when it comes to facing elder brains.
Instead
Right.
of elder brain phobia, you have elder brain philia.
Oh yeah,
Phila.